Hi Portland Fire and Rescue, I'm Jessica Cohn, your wellness coordinator. We're going to get right into it today. We're doing our core strength 2 workout. So let's get into our straight arm plank. And I always like to just start nice and basic with some mountain climbers. If your wrists bug you at all, you can turn those fingers out just a little bit to ease off the wrist. You can come up to the palm like I am, the fist, or just go to your elbows. So we're going to have a 10-second transition. You can come down to a child's pose if you need to. Otherwise, I want you to go back to a straight arm plank. And what we're going to do here is step to the outside. So today has a more involved outer hip focus. So we're going to do several exercises, 30 seconds each, that incorporate more using those outer hip muscles and your glute muscles. You have 10 more seconds. Really make sure to pull that belly button in tight. Try not to move the hip too much as you move your foot side to side. And let's go back to child's pose. Just rest here. Now you're going to go to a bent arm plank. You can spread your feet out a little bit to keep your hip from moving too much. But what I want you to start working towards is a side plank. So I'm going to move my arm in and I'm going to move to the side. If you have any shoulder issues, you can just hold right here. And then you're going to transition and move to the other side. Nice and easy. If your shoulders bug you on this, then go ahead and just hold a normal plank. Now go ahead and keep transitioning back and forth. Really focus on lifting the hip high, your feet on their sides. If you're comfortable, you're going to reach one arm up. Again, if your shoulder's tweaky on this, maybe just transition without lifting the arm up, or you're going to hold the plank in just a normal standard bent arm plank. Slowly moving, reaching up, holding a couple seconds, and switching. One more. And rest. Let's go to child's pose again. Now we're going to go to an actual bent arm plank. When you're ready, lift up. If you need to modify, use the hand for support. Go to the standard plank and hold there, especially if the shoulder bugs you again. If you're able, lift that other arm up, hold here 30 seconds. In that 10 seconds, we'll switch to the other side. If you need to, you could drop the bottom knee down. Really focus on pushing the shoulder over this elbow, keeping the shoulder right over the elbow versus letting your elbow be way out in front. You're going to be a lot more stable with that elbow right under. So I'll face you, so I'll go ahead and switch to the other side here. So you're going to lift up. We'll hold here 30 seconds. Try to focus on squeeze your booty, belly button in tight. Lifting the hip up high as you can and try not to curve too much. Push the hip through so you're nice and straight and in line. It's always a good goal to be able to hold a side plank at least 30 seconds. I give the goal of being able to hold 1 minute or more ideally, and then a regular plank 2 minutes or longer is normally kind of my testing point. So now we're going to go back to that other side. Again, we got a hip focus, so get ready for some hip work. You're going to bend your bottom leg, bring the other leg in front. I'm going to lift the leg up and hold. 1, 2, back down. Squeeze your quad, keeping the leg nice and straight. You can just rest your head down. And I want you to turn your toe down and heel up so you really feel this in the outer hip. And squeeze your leg so it goes straight as possible. Belly tight, try to keep everything stacked, your shoulder on top of the other, shoulder, hip on top of the other. We're lifting, holding, 1, 2, back down. If you need a rest for 10 seconds, rest here. Otherwise, 2 options, continue here at this angle, or if you can, go more in front, lift, 1, 2, back down. Lift, 1, 2, back down. This right in front in this L position is a lot harder. You should feel your glutes and right in that piriformis muscle and area really burning up. Lift and hold. 1, 2. If it's too much, just go back to the other ankle angle here or rest if you need to. Lift, hold, 1, 2, lift, hold, 1, 2. Good, you're gonna switch to the other side. Same idea, 30 seconds, just angled a little bit in front, legs straight, toe pointed down. Lift, hold, 1, 2. You'll feel on this now, that other hip will still be burning. It's pushing and activated to stabilize you against that floor. So this other side can always be just a little bit harder. Lift, hold, 1, 2. Watch that leg turning up. We want to really target the glutes. And if we turn our toe up, our hip flexors in the front start taking over. So now, if you're comfortable, go more in front. You can really bend this front leg to use it to help you brace against the floor here. Lift, hold, 1, 2. 30 more seconds. Lift and hold, 1, 2. Lift and hold, 1, 2. Lift, hold, 1, 2. I like to hold the position a couple seconds so that I can really feel those muscles burning and activating. You're trying to keep the leg straight as you can. If you have to bend a little bit, that's fine. Ideally, that leg is nice and straight. Lift, hold, 1, 2. Okay, we have one more hip side plank type exercise. Let's go to the other side. You're gonna go back up to your bent arm plank. I recommend probably try this with the knee bent at first. You're gonna reach this other arm up, touch the knee, and come back out. To modify, you could touch the ground. For a little harder, you reach the leg all the way. Again, if your shoulder bugs you on this movement, then just go to a normal plank and maybe just do knee in, back like this, and that's just fine. If you can go a little bit harder, you lift that top knee up, which is tough. Touch the elbow and out, nice and slow. Let's switch to the other side. Take your time, 5 reps in 30 seconds is just fine so that we're nice and controlled on the movement. Touch the knee, reach out. So here I'm doing the hardest option, or at least the harder option. Hardest you would start adding in on a balance pad or something like that to make it a lot harder. You can put the foot down if you need a little bit of a break. Nice and slow. And good. That's it for our side plank sequence. Let's go down to your stomach. You're gonna go nice and wide with the arms and legs. This one you should be familiar with. It's called reverse snow angels. If you've done the other videos like core strength 1, this is in the video. And this is just a standard exercise that I'll put in. Arms nice and straight, legs straight. So squeeze your quad, point your toes, reach those arms as much as you can versus bending them. And good, take a little breather. We have one more exercise on our stomach. So what you're gonna do here is you're going to reach, and then you're gonna just move to Y and lift. Move to T, lift, move to A, lift. Go back. T, Y, I, Y, T, A. It's another standard one that I do. Just working on moving through all those positions. I might be really tough, so maybe just go Y, T, A. Now last one, go head down, reach your legs out, back in. Legs out, back in. This will still really work on burning up the outer hip there. So we're just doing the leg portion as we did in our reverse snow angel. And good, go ahead and flip over to your back. You're gonna stretch out your hamstrings, just lift one leg up, then the other. Back and head really flat on the ground. And even if you're just kicking out in front, getting the leg straight as you can, flattening the foot, and then working towards bringing that leg closer to you. And now I'm gonna let one leg cross over. I'm gonna lift it back up and I'm gonna alternate on each side. So this is an alternating iron cross stretch. Keep those arms out in that T position, palms down. And you're gonna flip over, downward dog position with your feet nice and wide. You're gonna push into your heels and then lean to your good straight arm plank and bring one leg forward. When you're more forward here, try to go as low as you can into that stretch and then push back. Wide feet, downward dog. Lunge to the outside of the hand, get low and back. Downward dog, get low as you can and push back. Now we're going to continue moving through these positions. Now, instead of going low, we're going to reach up. So it's a downward dog stretch to a lunge, twist and reach. Downward dog stretch, lunge, twist and reach. If you got tighter hamstrings when those feet go back, keep the feet wide. And go. We're gonna go to our squat stance and we're going to our squat stretch, pushing those knees out, booty back up. And then we're adding in our twist and reach here as well. And booty back up. Push those knees out, reach, reach, booty back up. This exercise is also in Core Strength 1 and several videos that I do just because it is a great stretch. I always put it into my warm-up, especially if it's a lower body day. But every workout I like to try and do it. This helps with life, being able to squat correctly with good mobility. So now go into your squat stretch hold. We'll hold here 30 seconds, then we're done. So remember, your goal is to be able to hold this comfortably for 2 minutes or longer. There are even tests that are 5 to 10 minutes. But if you're able to hold 2 minutes or longer comfortably with good form, without any bad pain, that would be the goal. Now, if you have knee back issues going on, you might need to come up a little bit higher, pushing the knees out, and that's fine. But the goal is to work to where you're comfortably just like a kid in this position. All right. Thanks for joining me today. That is it for our Core Strength 2 workout. And hopefully you're able to check out Target Solutions for other videos and just let me know if you have any feedback. And hopefully we'll see you soon. Okay, bye-bye.